Letter to Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, State Council. In this letter, I want to express what is happening to Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, State Council. I know that as he is resting in his tomb, as he is resting in his grave, his spirit is turning to its dismay about what is happening in our country, Zambia. Dear Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, State Council, I write this letter to you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, with a bleeding heart. I know that where you are, there the spirit is alive, and you are turning, looking at what the countrymen and women are doing in our country, Zambia. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, we are in trouble this time around. The PF has brought misery upon the nation that you and your colleagues or your comrades had made heaven on earth. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, indeed, as you are turning today, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, you are able to see that the bumper harvest that you made by that time when you were here is nowhere to be seen. As you are turning today, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I know that you are being told that the people that you never gave any opportunity to be near the coffers of our national Zambia, those are the people that are nearby, controlling everything financially, where they do not have discipline in physical matters. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Indeed, it is very sad that I bring this news late unto you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. How I wish that I had brought this news unto you before the end of 2017, because things, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, are not the way they are supposed to be. As we stand today, Levy, we have been given to believe that it is possible that electricity in the name of load shedding can go from 04 up to 23 hours. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, there is totally no production at all. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, may I tell you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, that right now as I'm speaking to you, where I stay, there is no barberman that is working. There is no saloon that is operating. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, State Council. There is no butchery, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, that is open today. All the butcheries are closed because there is no power, there is no electricity. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Our country, Zambia, is at crossroad. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Indeed, this letter, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I don't know who is going to deliver it to. Your friend, the finance minister of then, Ngandu Magande. The money that you had entrusted, who managed with you to bring the dollar to 2 kwacha 50 ngwe. 2 kwacha 50 ngwe. I don't know where he is right now, but I know where you are, because your spirit tells me that when I write this letter to you, you are going to respond, because you did these things. You were then the head of the state. Forgive us, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, for calling you names like cabbage. Forgive us, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, for calling you King Mwelewele. Forgive us, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Indeed, forgive us, because we never knew what was coming after a year, and you started changing the nation drastically as if you were a white man. Forgive us, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Indeed, today, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, we have people that are running our country that want to stick to the corridors of power like a glue. They want to stick to the corridors of power like glue. When they cannot plan ahead, they can't plan. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. The economy is on a standstill. Levy. Nothing positive at all. The dollar levy is equal to $1 is equal to 14 kwacha plus. Yet men and women are happy, Levy, because they are able to put food on the table on their own. But the majority people, Levy, are starving. My dear Levy, Patrick Mwanawasa State Council, Zambia is in trouble. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, Zambia is in trouble. I begin to remember the day that it was pronounced that you are no more, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. It pains, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Indeed, it pains. We are taught to believe even things that we are not supposed to believe, Levy. Levy, the meal price, dear Levy, Patrick Mwanawasa, listen and listen God. The meal price, Levy Mwanawasa, today is between 150 and 190 per 25 kg of meal. Imagine, Levy. Where is your country going, State Council? Lawyer Wama lawyer. Levy, where is this country going? State Council. Levy Mwanawasa, where is this country going? Men and women, so-called leaders, they are sticking like glue in the corridors of power. There is a latest, the new brand that we have, Levy. Latest. Get this, Levy. Indeed, Levy, there is bill number 10 that has been brought by the PF government using the back door. Only the people, only, and I say only the people that are found at Parliament, Levy, members of Parliament, cabinet ministers, wants to decide on our constitution. You were such a hero. How can you help at this point in time, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa State Council? I write this letter, Levy, that you help this country. Because men and women that were educated like you, that are educated like you, are quiet. Lawyers, Levy, cannot help you. The legal fraternity, Levy, most of them have gone to sleep. Only a few lawyers are here and there to help you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Most of the lawyers have gone to sleep. The bill 10, we had reduced, or we had removed the deputy ministers in the constitution. But I want to inform you, Levy, that may your spirit take this and take it the way it is, that the deputy ministers are about to be brought back in the constitution of Zambia. Now, Levy, one thing that you need to know as these deputy ministers are coming back, we have failed as a country to give money to the people that retired a long time ago before you came into power. As a country, Levy, we have failed to give people, the agricultural dealers that supplied fertilizer, seeds to the government. Up to now, they are not yet paid. We don't have money. Our country is totally broke. And Levy, our government wants to bring this constitution or these articles back in the constitution when our country is depending on loans. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I want to tell you that I, as a villager, I do participate to choose a chief. But there is a clause that is coming in this constitution that I'll never ever again participate to choose a chief. Instead, the chief is going to be chosen by the members of parliament. And if that chief is not in good boots with the government will be able to kick out that chief. Those are things that are in what? That article or the Bill 10. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. Please, I don't want you to get tired of reading this letter. But I need to deliver this message to you because it is very, very important before our country plunges into the deepest pit of oncoming or unending crime. Please hear this from me. The PF7 ministers right now, they are saying that the bill number 10 is a bad bill. But no matter how bad it is, here is where things gets abnormal. They are going to vote for it because they are in government. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I love your thinking, the way you were thinking. And that is how the spirit right now thinks. Can you imagine? Cabinet ministers, members of parliament are saying that this bill is not good. But they cannot vote against this bill because they cannot vote against this bill because they are in government. Cabinet ministers are ready not to respect people who voted for them, but they are ready to respect a person who is holding power as a president. They are ready to respect the presidency compared to the people who voted for them. That is the ministers that we have. Those are the cabinet ministers that we have nowadays. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. The bill that we have at hand is a bill that the PF government cannot explain, but they are only pushing to say that no matter what, we are going to have this bill. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I appeal to your spirit. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, make these people understand that they are about to enslave our children and our children's children. They are about to enslave us because of this Bill 10 and its contents. This bill is wanted by the PF and Edgar Lungu for these other reasons. It will give more power to the ruling party to borrow at will without even the government or without even the parliament. No. They will borrow at their own will. And who is going to be paying for that borrowed money? It is us, me, the taxpayer, without fail. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. It is a shame I write this letter to you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, with a bleeding heart, and I'm very, very disappointed to be found alive at this point in time, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. It will give power to the ruling party to maneuver around, to appoint members of parliament at any time that the president will. If he sees that his numbers are not okay, the president will wake up any day and appoint people to make his number okay. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, your spirit can help on this. Only MPs are going to vote on this bill, not ordinary citizens. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. I close this letter. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa. It is written in this proposed bill that I am not going to vote for this bill. But the only people that are going to vote for this bill, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, hear this, are members of parliament there at National Assembly. I am not going to vote. But I'm saying to you, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, that I, for one, am against the bill 10 because of the reason that I've given you. I need your help. Levy Patrick Mwanawasa State Council. I know that you can help. When you were sitting with your friends in the inns, when you were admitted to the bar, when you were solving cases, when you were deliberating on cases, adjudicating the jurisprudence of the important law of this land, we appreciate it. Read that letter again and again. My president, Levy Patrick Mwanawasa State Council, and help us, and indeed help us. My fellow Zambians, if it is to die, let's die for what is right. If it is to be hacked, let's be hacked for what is right. A good is a good, but something that is good will never be right. But a right will be right no matter how many people are going to be against the right thing. A right will be a right. That is why I, for one, I add my voice to this bill number 10. I don't care how people are going to look at my status. I know that my status is not up to other people, it's not up to how other people are going to think about me. But what I think is what I have here, and I look forward to make sure that my children's children will live with a better constitution, not a skewed constitution, this constitution that is made with only 156 people or 158 people. No! I need a constitution that is going to be made by all the Zambian people. All the Zambian people must agree. My dear brother, my dear sister, as I celebrate this letter that I've written to a comrade, a friend, a father, a grandfather, in the name of Levy Patrick Mwanawasa, I say no, no, no to bill number 10. Let the MPs that have got bones, and bones, stand up and defend this bill so that it cannot be passed. Thank you so much. And let God help us, all of us. May God bless Zambia. Thank you so much.